UFC 325 is done, Sydney delivered. Alexander Volkanovski proved once again why he's one of the greatest featherweights of all time. Championship gold stays in Australia, and we witnessed some brutal finishes on this card. This is Sports Untamed, and I'm breaking down everything that went down. Let's get into it. Main event: Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes for the Featherweight Championship. And just like their first fight, Volkanovski dominated. Unanimous decision, 49-46, 49-46, and one judge scored it 50-45. Clear victory for the champion. This was Volkanovski's 8th UFC featherweight title defense, tying him with José Aldo for the most in division history. At 37 years old, fighting in front of his home crowd in Sydney for the first time as champion, Volkanovski put on a masterclass. The first 3 rounds were competitive. Lopes had his moments. In round 2, Lopes landed a beautiful uppercut that got Volkanovski's attention. In round 3, Volkanovski caught Lopes with a clean right hand that stunned the challenger. But then came rounds 4 and 5, championship rounds. And this is where Volkanovski's experience took over. The last 2 rounds were dominant for Volkanovski, leaving no doubt about the decision. He controlled the pace, landed the cleaner shots, and showed exactly why he's been at the top of this division for so long. Lopes tried. He really did. In the final round, Lopes took Volkanovski's back and threatened with an armbar, but it wasn't there. The champion defended perfectly, got back to his feet, and closed out the fight strong. What's next for Volkanovski? He mentioned 2 undefeated contenders as possibilities: Movsar Evloev at 19-0 and Lerone Murphy at 17-01. Both guys have been waiting for their shot. And honestly, both of them probably deserved this title shot more than Lopes getting an immediate rematch. But here's the reality. Volkanovski is 37 years old. He's the UFC's 2nd oldest male champion behind Alex Pereira. How much longer does he have? He said after the fight he's not retiring. He wants to keep going. But Father Time is undefeated. Every fight from here on out, people will be asking, is this his last one? My take? Volkanovski looked sharp tonight. His footwork was elite. His defense was tight. His striking was clinical. He still got it. Give him Evloev next. Let's see the undefeated prospect try to dethrone the king. Co-main event: Benoit St. Denis versus Dan Hooker. And this one went exactly how I predicted. St. Denis won by 2nd round TKO, ground and pounding Hooker until referee Herb Dean stepped in at 4:45 of round 2. St. Denis is a problem in the lightweight division. That's 4 straight wins, 4 straight finishes. He maintains a 100% finishing rate in the UFC. This man does not let fights go to decision. Hooker tried. He's a veteran. He's tough as nails. But St. Denis is relentless. The pressure, the cardio, the ground and pound. Once he gets you down, it's over. Hooker had no answers. What's next for St. Denis? Top 10 matchup. Give him someone ranked in the top 5. Maybe Arman Tsarukyan if he's available. Maybe the winner of an upcoming lightweight bout. St. Denis is climbing, and he's doing it violently. Now, the upset of the night. Mauricio Ruffy defeated Rafael Fiziev by 2nd round TKO at 4:30. I did not see this coming. Fiziev was the favorite, the more technical striker, the higher-ranked fighter, and Ruffy just knocked him out. This was a massive bounce-back win for Ruffy following a lopsided loss to Benoit St. Denis last September. And here's the key detail. Ruffy spent the last several months training with Alexander Volkanovski and the city kickboxing crew to take his game to the next level. And it showed. Ruffy looked sharper, faster, more confident. He caught Fiziev with a right hand, followed up with strikes, and the referee waved it off. Huge win for Ruffy. This puts him right back into the lightweight conversation. For Fiziev, this is a tough loss. He's now lost 2 of his last 3. The lightweight division is brutal. One bad night, and you're sliding down the rankings. Fiziev needs to regroup and come back strong. The heavyweight fight. Tuivasa versus Tallison Teixeira. And this one hurt to watch. Teixeira won by unanimous decision, 29-28 on all three judges' scorecards. Tuivasa lost. I predicted Tuivasa by knockout. I thought the home crowd in Sydney would lift him. I thought he'd come out aggressive and land that big shot. But it didn't happen. Teixeira was the better fighter tonight. He controlled the pace, landed the cleaner strikes, and won a clear decision. This is a crisis for Tuivasa. He's now lost multiple fights in a row. His UFC career is in serious jeopardy. At 32 years old, fighting at home, he needed this win, and he didn't get it. What's next for Bam Bam? I honestly don't know. Maybe one more fight to try and save his spot on the roster, but if he loses again, he might be cut. Opening the main card, Quillan Salkilld submitted Jamie Mullarkey with a rear naked choke at 3:02 of round 1. All-Australian showdown. Salkilld got the win in front of the home crowd. Quick finish, dominant performance. He's building momentum in the lightweight division. So let's talk about the big picture. This card was all about Alexander Volkanovski. He's now tied with José Aldo for the most featherweight title defenses in UFC history. 8 title defenses. That's legendary status. But the question everyone's asking, how much longer can he do this? At 37, fighting the best in the world, taking damage in every fight, the clock is ticking. Tonight, he looked great. But what about 6 months from now? A year from now? Here's my take. Volkanovski has maybe 2 or 3 fights left. He should fight Movsar Evloev next. If he wins that, maybe one more defense. Then retire as one of the greatest featherweights ever. He's already a Hall of Famer. His legacy is secure. No need to stick around too long and risk tarnishing it. The lightweight division is heating up. St. Denis is a monster. Ruffy just made a huge statement. And Hooker? That might have been his last fight in the UFC. Sad to say, but that's the reality. And Tuivasa, man, that's tough. Fighting at home, needing a win desperately, and coming up short. That's a career-defining loss. He needs to seriously consider what's next. Overall, UFC 325 delivered. We got a championship performance from Volkanovski. We got brutal finishes. We got an upset. Sydney showed up and showed out. The crowd was electric all night long. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Did Volkanovski prove he's still the best featherweight in the world? Can St. Denis become lightweight champion? Is Tuivasa's UFC career over? Let's debate. And if you enjoyed this post-fight breakdown, smash that subscribe button. We're covering every UFC event, every major fight, every moment. This is Sports Untamed. Stay fierce, stay hungry. Until next time.